Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm excited to kick off our presentation on the role and responsibilities of analytical quality assurance, specifically within the laboratory QA function. Today, we'll explore what laboratory QA entails, why it's so vital, and how it ensures the quality and integrity of our analytical processes. So, let's get started and dive into the world of analytical QA. Let's take a closer look at Introduction to Analytical QA. Analytical QA, or Lab QA, plays a crucial role in ensuring the quality and integrity of laboratory data. Basically, it provides an independent oversight of all QC laboratory activities, helping to keep everything transparent and reliable. It's important to note that this work operates under two key standards: GMP, which stands for Good Manufacturing Practice, and GLP, or Good Laboratory Practice. These frameworks set the guidelines for how we conduct and document our testing processes. The main goal here is to make sure that test results are not only accurate, but also reliable and compliant with regulatory requirements. This way, we can be confident that the data we're using to make critical decisions is solid and trustworthy. Let's talk about the importance of analytical QA in our processes. First, it ensures data integrity, which is fundamental for reliable and trustworthy results. Think of the ALCOA plus principles as the backbone of this. Accurate data supports critical batch release decisions. Without solid data, we can't confidently move products forward. It also plays a key role in preventing data manipulation and errors, helping us maintain the integrity of our work. And of course, it keeps us in compliance with regulatory requirements, which is essential in our industry. Remember, lab data isn't just numbers, it's the foundation for all product quality decisions. To uphold this, we implement and maintain a robust laboratory quality management system. This system helps us ensure SOP compliance, meaning our procedures are consistent and followed precisely. It also establishes data review systems so we can catch issues early and verify accuracy. Staying audit-ready is another critical aspect, demonstrating that our processes are transparent and well-controlled. Overall, the QMS ensures our lab operations are controlled and consistent, which ultimately supports the quality and safety of our products. Let's take a closer look at data integrity and the importance of conducting a thorough audit trail review. Ensuring compliance with ALCOA plus principles is fundamental here. That means data must be attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, plus complete, consistent, and enduring. These principles help us maintain trust in our data and meet regulatory standards. Audit trail review is a critical component of this process. It involves examining the electronic records to verify that all data modifications are properly documented and authorized. This way, we can quickly identify any unauthorized changes or deletions, like if someone tries to delete data without proper approval, which should trigger an immediate QA investigation. Electronic data control is also key. It ensures that our data is protected from tampering, loss, or accidental deletion. Proper controls help us maintain the integrity of the data throughout its life cycle. Now, why is data integrity such a regulatory focus? Because accurate, reliable data underpins product quality and patient safety. If data is compromised, it can lead to incorrect conclusions or regulatory issues. In the laboratory, data integrity plays a vital role in QA. When we review analytical data, we're looking at raw data such as chromatograms and worksheets, and also at analytical reports and certificates of analysis, or COAs. For example, if QA detects an integration error in an HPLC chromatogram, it highlights the importance of reviewing raw data to ensure the results are accurate. Raw data review helps us catch errors early, verify that the data is truthful, and ensure compliance with all standards. In summary, diligent review of raw data and audit trails helps us uphold data integrity, which is essential for regulatory compliance, product quality, and ultimately, patient safety. Now, let's talk about method validation and transfer oversight. First, it's essential to approve both the method validation protocols and the analytical method transfers. For example, a common scenario is transferring an HPLC method from R&D to the QC lab. This process ensures that methods are reliable and consistent across different teams and locations. Methods must be validated thoroughly to guarantee their reliability before they're used routinely. This includes handling any issues like out of specification, out of trend, or deviations that may occur during testing. When reviewing and approving these aspects, we look at OOS results, say, a sample contamination that caused an OOS, and determine the root cause. It's vital that QA oversees this process to ensure investigations are proper and that any issues are closed out appropriately. In summary, QA plays a critical role in overseeing investigations related to OOS, OOT, and deviations, ensuring that each step is handled properly. This oversight helps maintain the integrity and reliability of our analytical methods, supporting overall quality and compliance. Let's talk about instrument qualification and calibration. It's essential to ensure that our instruments undergo IQ, OQ, and PQ processes. These steps confirm that the equipment is installed correctly, operates as intended, and performs reliably over time. We also need to keep a close eye on the calibration status of all our instruments. For example, ensuring that our HPLC is only used within its calibration validity helps maintain accuracy and consistency in our results. Additionally, preventive maintenance plays a crucial role. Regular upkeep of our instruments prevents unexpected breakdowns and ensures they function optimally. Remember, qualified and well-maintained instruments are the backbone of reliable data and quality assurance in our work. This practice connects directly to our overall goal of maintaining high standards in our laboratory. Let's start by emphasizing the importance of SOP compliance and training. Ensuring proper implementation of standard operating procedures is fundamental to maintaining quality and consistency across all testing activities. Equally important is providing thorough training to our analysts, especially in GMP and GLP standards, to ensure they understand and follow these procedures correctly. For example, if an analyst isn't properly trained, the QA team might have to halt testing altogether, which can cause delays and impact the reliability of our results. That's why trained personnel are absolutely essential. They are the backbone of reliable testing processes. Moving on to sample management and traceability, we need to carefully monitor how samples are handled from receipt through storage. This includes maintaining a clear chain of custody to prevent any mix-ups or contamination, and properly managing retention samples for future reference or audits. For instance, if a sample gets rejected due to improper labeling, it could mean losing valuable data or having to repeat tests, which wastes time and resources. That's why traceability is so critical for compliance. It ensures every step is documented, every sample can be tracked back to its origin, and we uphold the integrity of our testing process. Let's talk about audit and inspection readiness. First, during our conduct phase, it's essential to perform internal lab audits regularly. These help us identify and address any issues early on. We also need to carry out data integrity audits to ensure all our records are complete and accurate. Being proactive here is key to staying compliant. Now, preparing for inspections is just as important. We should always be ready for FDA or MHRA inspections at any time. This means having all documentation in order and being able to demonstrate our compliance efforts. For example, if QA spots a missing audit trail review during an audit, that's a red flag. It highlights how critical it is to maintain thorough and consistent records. Remember, laboratories are frequently inspected by regulators, so maintaining a high standard of readiness is vital. By staying prepared, we not only pass inspections smoothly, but also reinforce our commitment to quality and compliance. Now, let's talk about the control of reagents and reference standards. Ensuring proper labeling and storage is absolutely critical. If standards are mislabeled or stored improperly, it can lead to inaccurate results. Next, we have the validity of standards. It's essential to regularly verify that our standards are still within their expiration date and haven't degraded over time. Using expired reference standards, for example, can make our test results invalid, which is something we definitely want to avoid. Lastly, traceability is key, making sure that our standards and reagents are traceable back to recognized reference materials helps maintain confidence in our testing process. Overall, controlling these aspects is fundamental to producing reliable, valid results in our laboratory work. In conclusion, analytical quality assurance plays a crucial role in our laboratory processes. It helps us ensure that the data we generate is reliable, which is fundamental for making informed decisions. Reliable data is the foundation for regulatory compliance, ensuring we meet all necessary standards and avoid any legal or safety issues. Additionally, maintaining high-quality data directly impacts patient safety, as accurate results are essential for proper diagnosis and treatment. The key principle here is simple but powerful. If the data isn't reliable, then we cannot truly guarantee the quality of the product. This underscores why rigorous analytical QA is not just a technical requirement, but a core part of our commitment to safety, compliance, and excellence in healthcare. By focusing on these aspects, we uphold the integrity of our work and ultimately serve our patients and regulators better. For further support, please feel free to contact us. We're here to help you with any questions or additional information you might need. And with that, I want to sincerely thank you all for your attention and engagement today. Your participation is what makes these discussions meaningful and impactful. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything moving forward. Thank you once again.